Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Crumbside address. This is a late night motherfucking stream that probably ain't nobody gonna be in. Today we got Shadowman and the final. What? How the fuck you say your name? The final.
Final bitch.
Shane, just
The
call
what?
me Shane, bro.
You said the what now?
The
Just call
final
me
bitch.
Shane.
The final bitch. Wow, that's just disrespectful.
Yo, Shane, why we even here? The main reason as to why we here, everybody, because this bitch nigga got mad because I exposed him in one of his comments that he made on one of my videos. Pretty much telling a lot of the people that were watching it that all those games that I've showcased were trash because of the name, solely because of the name of the game. So, and I told him, I said in the same circumstance, if I did the same shit to his favorite game, which is Final Fantasy, he said, well, Final Fantasy to me just seems like it's for kids and a bunch of pussies. The name sounds gay as shit. So pretty much by that alone, the game sucks. Ain't that what you said, Shane? Ain't that what you said?
Yeah, I did. All right,
Okay,
can
so tell us how that makes logical sense.
what he said, my
Yo,
response
is Shane there?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
here.
I don't hear him talking. Why can't I hear him talking?
I have no idea. Can you hear me now?
Shane,
Is
I'll
his
let you guys.
is his
Yeah,
shit? What the fuck's going on?
Can
does
you
he
hear me?
got you blocked?
Nah, he wouldn't be in there if he was blocked. Shane, is your shit muted? Because I can't hear you fucking talking. I don't even see you popping up.
Nah, bro.
Wait a minute. Is he in the other hangout? Is he
No.
talking?
No, he's actually here. I see him right now. I'm talking to him right now. I hear him.
I
He's like,
can't hear him talk.
man.
What the fuck's going on here?
Well, Shane, what's going on with you blocking niggas, man? What's up with all this bullshit, man?
I can't hear him talk. Okay. TBG said he can hear him in the chat. I can't hear him. I can't hear him
Okay,
for some reason.
which is actually quite funny. But all right, so how we gonna do this shit? Are we gonna still do it or
I don't hear a motherfucking thing right now.
hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Ask Shane if he can hear me.
Shane, do you
Yeah,
hear him?
I can
He
hear
said
him.
Shane said he can hear you.
What the fuck is going on here?
You want to restart it?
I don't know what the fuck is going on. They said they can hear him in the chat, so I don't.
Okay, so they can hear him, but you can't. Damn, that's...
I can't hear nothing. I can hear you. That's about it. Shane, what the fuck is going on with your microphone, bro?
No,
I
his
couldn't
his
tell.
microphone's working. It's just for some reason I don't know. Final Shane has been mute. What the fuck?
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Click on your emblem. I don't even know if he's on. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
I hear you,
I can hear him in the other chat. I don't know why I can't fucking hear him.
but you can't hear him in this chat. Yo, Shane, he probably didn't properly leave that other chat. That's probably the main reason why you can't hear him in this one. Damn, I told you guys, look at Shane fucking everything up.
Yeah, whatever.
I think Shane doing this shit on purpose.
Yeah,
TBG,
Shane, you doing this shit on purpose, my nigga? Like, what's up with all this, man? Like, everybody,
Doing this
TBG, can you hear?
shit.
Can you hear Shane?
I hear Shane. I hear him.
I can't hear the motherfucker.
Well, Shane, you trying to delay time, my nigga, for real. I see what's going on here.
Shane, leave the chat and come back, bro.
Yeah, Shane, leave and come back.
Maybe I need to leave and come back.
Do you want to restart it?
No, I ain't gonna restart it. We're gonna keep the shit.
All right. We'll just have to wait for him to come in.
I don't.
Yeah, I was here.
I don't know.
able to hear him.
I don't know why I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, I know that nigga delaying time. I already know what's going on.
What is going on here?
All right, so he should be able to join momentarily. Is TBG watching? Oh, there we go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can.
hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on.
All right, but go ahead, not TBG. I'm
Tell
sorry.
everybody what the fuck. Tell everybody what the fuck is going on, because I don't even really know what the fuck is
The
going on.
main reason as to why Final Shane is mad at me because I exposed his ass in one of the comments he made. That's pretty much what's
You
that's all about.
gotta be more specific than that. What the fuck?
Well, that's kind of the main reason. And then I made a video about it, and then he come in there damage control and saying what I was saying was wrong when I was just exposing the hypocrisy in the comments that he made on my video. Pretty much expressing the mentality of these Sony frauds. Ain't that right, Shane?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm tell the people exactly what the fuck happened. Cause
That's exactly what happened.
Y'all motherfuckers hitting me up at midnight talking about y'all want.
That's the main thing at what happened.
Yo, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Dog. Damn, this nigga don't shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, bitch, nigga. Shit. The fuck wrong with you? Fuck you on no period ass nigga.
So yo. Alright, you gonna shut the fuck up?
Nigga, I've already been quiet for 3 seconds.
Alright. So this nigga's upset because I told him some of his retro games suck. So he's all in his feelings. Trying to go on this.
Nigga, it wasn't even about that. See, you stupid as hell, man. Why you sitting there lying on my stream, bruh? It wasn't even about that. Let me tell you, guys, this man is lying out of his teeth. What's funny, because if you go check out one of my recent videos that I made about this FinalShaneUchina bitch over here, that you would see that he made a very ignorant comment. Pretty much what he said and indicated that, well, the games that I listed suck due solely because of the name of them. And that's the main reason why I used the same example for him when he said his favorite game was Final Fantasy. And I'm like, well, if your favorite game is Final Fantasy and I find that the name sounds like it's for faggots, well, the game must be trash then. Is that the main... Ain't that right, Shane?
You know what I told this nigga after he said that? I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna...
That's fine. You don't have to give a fuck. But don't get mad when somebody call you out on it. That's the problem. You think I care either?
There was no problem.
You think I care? You was in my comment section complaining like a little bitch saying I didn't get what you meant, yet you fucking arguing with me. If it wasn't a big deal, you wouldn't even came in there commenting a million fucking times.
Saying I didn't get what you meant. I never even said those words out my mouth.
Man, nigga, what is you talking about, man? I've actually made a video showing what you said. You said those games sound like they suck.
Damn straight I did, nigga.
Okay. So how can something sound like they suck? So how does that not make you a fanboy then?
No, you're saying I'm a Sony's fanboy specifically.
Whatever, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you is, nigga. Like I said, that comment you made has no credibility. That ain't no different, nigga. That ain't no different than crap gamers saying, well, Tomb Raider is better because Lara Croft's ass look better. That's the same analogy. That's pretty much the same vibe I got out of your comment. So how can you make an ignorant statement like that, going solely by the name of the game, knowing that you haven't even played it, nor even heard of them, just because you dislike the name?
Bro, you got reviews of games you ain't even fucking played. So how the fuck you trying to talk?
Okay. Okay, you know what's funny about that? Let me tell you something. Those reviews can be taken. Hold on, let me talk now. Those reviews can be taken with a grain of salt. How you even gonna put them? How you gonna put those videos in the same level as crap gamer reviews, knowing that I told people before the start of my video I did not play the game?
Okay.
So it's up for you as a viewer to take that with your own. All right. Well, he did say he didn't play the game. It's for you as a viewer to take that with a grain of salt if you want or not.
And you
That's pretty much what it is. But you making it seem like I said I played the game. This is what it is. Here's my gameplay. This game is what this game gets. I told people way before the video even started. So how can you even use that as credibility?
Basically, what you saying is Shadowman is reviewing games he ain't never played. Is that what you trying to?
Yeah, he didn't even touch the motherfucking games. He watched the video.
Nigga, okay, well, you know what? Are you gonna go out there and buy me a PlayStation 4?
No.
Okay then. So why are you bitching and complaining then?
I'm not.
Why are you bitching and complaining? And first off, those reviews were never really meant to be taken seriously anyway. But I did watch it, and I was honest in my review when I said I watched it from the beginning to the end. I was honest when I said that, and I did look at the gameplay.
Circles.
Okay then. But the only thing you have, but you're making it seem like I wasn't honest in my review. Everything that I said and seen, I was honest with myself. I told people I didn't play it.
Hold on, let's get a poll.
Poll.
Wait a minute. Let's get a motherfucking poll from the chat. Everybody type yes or no. Can you review a game that you have never played? Yes or no in the chat.
Rez. That's not the point. The point is I was already concrete before I even made the video.
Now he did say before, he told the people, he said, I have not played this game, but I have watched multiple videos and gameplay. But
exactly.
Do you think in the chat that you can review the game, even if you tell people beforehand, can you review games that you've never played?
I say you can. Just like you don't need to play.
Shadowman, I got a question for you, bro.
Got you.
So you're telling me you can review content without actually physically doing it, without partaking in it?
What you mean? I was partaking in it. I was watching what was going on. It ain't no different. And then if I have somebody at my house watching what the hell I'm playing on my TV and having them say, well, that game looks pretty awesome. The same way how we say, it's the same way how we, do you have to interact with a movie to know that from what you're seeing with your own two eyes is a bad or a good thing? Motherfucker, no, you can't even play a movie, right? But you can tell by watching a movie that if you like it or not. Or it's something that interests you, right?
And oranges. You're comparing apples and oranges.
No, it's not apples and oranges. It's the same exact thing. If I look at a game, dumbass, if I look at a game and the game has things that I like that I see, listen, that I see without even touching the game, that's all I need to do to know that if I want to be remotely interested in purchasing this game. How you going to tell me, if that's the case, all you motherfuckers shut the fuck up. E.T. is the greatest game in the world because none of you guys played it. Don't want to hear it. You can't judge that game because you didn't play it. You didn't play Superman 64, so you can't criticize or judge if the game's bad or not. Is that the example?
I didn't touch or play them.
Okay, but I'm saying, is that the examples we want to use? Because I'll tell you right now, you don't need to play Carmageddon to know that that game is a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Am I right?
And that's what I said about your fucking games. You just proved.
No. You said the nigga. No. You said the names. There's a difference between what you said.
No,
you said the name of the game.
You just said in the most.
The name, dude. The name of the game has no context to what you talking about. That's like me judging a game before I even. Oh, I'm looking at the back cover. It looks good, but I don't think it interests me.
You just said you don't got.
Shadowman.
You talking about gameplay. We talking about gameplay.
You just said you don't got to play the game to know it's trash. That's exactly what I said about your piece of shit.
Okay, but you said the name, though. My nigga, the name? What the fuck does the name have to do with a game being trash?
Hey, I didn't play it, and I said it's trash, so it's relevant.
No, you did not. You said the name. The name sounds trash. That's why they seem terrible. That's exactly what the fuck you said. Yes, you did. I got a video on it. Don't lie. I got a video on it.
I'm not denying anything.
Yes, you are.
Shadowman, so go ahead and let Shane.
Got it.
Shane, explain what you meant.
All right. I ain't denying the motherfucking thing, bro. You just said you don't gotta play a game to know that's trash. I didn't play those fucking games you mentioned, and I said they all trash.
The ones that I mentioned?
Yeah. So what's the problem? I didn't play.
All right. You know what? Every single one.
Bro.
Okay, every single one, right? All right, tell me, how's Radiant? What genre is Radiant Silvergun?
Why does it matter? Because it's all in my opinion.
Because you said you know what they're all about. What genre is it?
I didn't say that.
If you don't even know what genre the game is, obviously you haven't even watched nor seen it. Motherfucker, Radiant Silvergun is a shump. Gunstar Heroes is a fucking shoot 'em up. Nigga, you didn't. Nigga, shut the fuck up. It's a complete big difference.
You're speaking
So what is Streets of Rage? What's Streets of Rage? Hold on. Since you say these games up, explain to me what genre is Streets of Rage?
Sir, listen to me. You gonna let me speak, sir?
Go ahead, bitch, nigga.
Look at you. You're all upset. You're in your feelings.
It's not about being upset, but you're making lies.
I'm making lies. You just said out your mouth. Follow along, nigga, because I know you're remedial. You just said out your motherfucking mouth that you don't gotta play a game. You don't have to play it to know it's trash. And I just said the game.
But you never even saw the games. You went solely off the name. Listen, you went solely off the name. Explain to me how a game.
Can I interject something real quick?
Go ahead.
So when Shadowman said you didn't have to play the game to know if it's trash, I think he was implying too that you don't have to play it, but you have to like do some research on it beforehand.
Thank you. At least watch it. Exactly, because I do that all the time. When I see a game, I don't even look at half the reviewers. I just go by, I like the things that I see in the game, then I go and decide if I purchase it. But you're saying, but there's a difference between you saying, I seen the name of the game, that's what made me not like it. A name? Come on, a name.
I said they all sound like trash.
Dude, the game could be named Oompa Loompa, and the game could be good. What the fuck? So you're trying to tell me, that game looks stupid because it's called Oompa Loompa?
So
Is that what you saying?
Shane, you saying based off of the title that you can tell if a game is trash or not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Well,
you said that.
I didn't. Go
Yes,
to the
you did say that.
That's
say that.
Go to the comments, sir. Read the
You
comments.
said the games look like trash because of the name. Yes, you did. You said they look like straight trash because of the name and the title of the game.
Like trash. I said those names sound like trash, sir. So those names sound like trash.
No, you didn't say it like that. You said the game looks you said the games are solely bad because of the name that they chose. And then you went on a whole marketing. This is the main reason why they use this name over that name. You didn't go by the context of the game. That's why I question your judgment.
Sir, sir, bring up the comment for the video that you made.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, please, you do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't need to bring up shit. Motherfuckers can go on my channel and look at it right now.
Sir?
I can't blame.
Don't edit your shit either, nigga. I better not see edited on my shit.
I'm playing.
You didn't edit before.
So I just need to know. Go ahead and clarify what you were saying about the title, Shane. Were you saying that?
I said those games sound like trash. I said they sound like trash, motherfucker.
Okay.
And this nigga got in his feelings.
What sounded like trash about the games?
They just sound like trash, like old trash. I can't name off the top of my head what games he was talking about because I'm not watching the video. But I just said they sound like trash.
I got a counter to that argument. What happened if I told you Uncharted 4 sound like trash? What happened if I told you God of War sound like trash? What happened if I said that, knowing that the games are actually good quality games? Would that make any logical sense to anybody listening to your ass? No. The first judgment that they will get from you is that you sound like a complete fanboy. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, bro. What you're failing to realize.
It's the truth, bro. It's the truth, man. It's the truth.
What you realize is I'm not taking this shit as serious as you, and I wouldn't get upset if somebody told me.
Like I said, man, I ain't taking it seriously either, bro. That's just how I am, motherfucking. If you don't like it, well, fuck you. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a damn, bitch. Like, for real, you ain't nobody.
Shadowman, why you gotta be so hostile about it?
Fucking mouth too much. Doesn't let nobody talk.
Whatever, nigga. Your girl mouth way up too much, nigga. That's why she on that dick.
Oh,
sure.
Shadowman. That's terrible.
His feeling. He's upset. He's upset.
Shane, if I was upset, you wouldn't be complaining on my videos about that shit I did when I exposed you. Would I?
He was upset.
Would I? How am I upset?
Whole video.
Because I exposed you in a video. I made a video about you and you got mad about it. Does that sound like I'm mad about it? I didn't make a video about myself. I made a video about you.
He said, you can't talk about these games without giving it the proper respect. This nigga was hurt, bro. This nigga was hurt.
Obviously, you can't judge something knowing that you're going solely off the name of it.
Bro, you're hurt.
That's logic. That is logic. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me it has nothing to do with somebody being hurt or whatever? That's besides the point. The point is that you cannot base something solely off a name. Facts. 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 You cannot argue that point, Shane. You cannot argue that point.
You don't think you took what he said too personally, though?
Who, me?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I've said stuff like that before. Like a game sounds like trash if it sounds like just some niche game I've never heard of. But I don't take it like seriously when I say it.
Okay, but see, my point is that when I questioned him about it, the responses that I got, then he's making it seem like, well, it wasn't even about being serious. Well, and I told him, like, what do you mean by that? That doesn't even have any sort of credibility in what you're saying. Then he's like, yes, it does. And I'm like, bro, really? How does that have any credibility?
I mean, if he said it had credibility, I don't know about that one, but
it has no credibility.
I asked a question. I said, if I said I made a game and I named it Faggots of Sega, right?
But that's not the games. But that's not the name of the games, though.
And I gave you an example.
Like what?
An example.
What was even one of the games that I mentioned since you watched it, right? What were one of the games?
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, nigga.
Oh, man, get that. What? You can't name one out of all those games? All right, name one remotely famous Sega game. Just one.
Nigga, bro, I'm aware of Sonic.
You can't name one remotely famous Sega game? Don't tell me I gotta say Sonic.
Bro, I just said Sonic.
Don't tell me. All right, go ahead.
Is my mic muted?
No, I hear you.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Like I said, man,
he's upset because I told him those games.
Nobody's upset.
But
I
why?
exposed you in the video.
I'm just trying to understand why do you say that they sounded like trash?
I don't get that point.
The games that he was naming, I said they sound trash.
Why though?
What sounded trash about them?
I said that's
It's
all.
not a good reason. It's not a good reason.
It is.
Not a good reason. No, it's not. Come on, Bray. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on. They're not. That's not a good. That's not a good reason, man.
I mean, he's entitled to his own opinion.
He is. He is. You're right.
My
He
personal
is.
opinion. Remember when I disagreed with you, Shadowman, and I said, remember you made that review for Uncharted, and you didn't play it, and I told you, bro, don't do this shit. You know,
I know.
That was my opinion. I thought what you did was outrageous. You know,
True.
You didn't see it that way. You thought it was okay.
Exactly. But I feel you on that. But there's some things that you just cannot deny, and I cannot. Like I said, I can't. It could be his opinion, but at the end of the day, it could be an ignorant opinion.
His opinion.
That's exactly what it is.
Look at the title of a game and tell that it might be trash. That's his.
But how can that doesn't make any sense though?
It don't make sense to me when you reviewed a game that you didn't play.
True, but at the same time, I've told people before I even made the review that I didn't play it.
Yeah.
So all that is null and void. If I did a crap gamer and said I play this game, I've done this, I've done that, then you would have credibility in that. Then you'll be like, well, you did lie about something. I didn't lie about anything that I did in that review. I told people that I've watched it from the beginning to the end, and this is my. I would say if it wasn't a review, you even said it was more of an impressions, but I called it a review. Either way, it wasn't really bad. What I'm saying, compared to
honestly, he had the right to put it up on his channel if that's what he wanted. Like I wouldn't even, like I said in the chat, because I was letting you guys talk, I wouldn't even take that review with a grain of salt if he never played it before. But he can still put it up.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with putting it up, but don't expect that I'm not gonna call you out on your bullshit.
Well, that's fine. Like I said, man. But at the same time, you guys talk about you have to play a game to know if you're gonna enjoy it. But you know damn well you don't need to play Call of Duty.
That's not what I said. I didn't say play a game to know if you can enjoy it. You can look at a game and say, hey, I don't think this is my type of shit.
Okay, that's pretty much what I was doing.
I'm saying, what are you basing this review score on? You gave
what I've seen.
You gave an 8 out of 10. What were you? What was?
I was going off by what I was seeing throughout the campaign.
Okay, but you got to when you're doing a review, you got to take in gameplay. You got to take
in the game, and I've even I thought the game played really well.
Motherfucking talk. When you do a review, you got to take in gameplay, how the game feels when you're playing the game. You know, the environment, how it looks to you. It's I've
done all that. You can do all that just by looking at it.
You can't tell the gameplay by just looking at some shit on the screen.
Yes, you can. What is you talking about? So you trying to tell me for you to see that if a game has lower frame, but you're trying to tell me if you're trying to see a game that has lower frames per second, you need to play that to know that the game has lower frames per second. Yet all you motherfuckers be on Digital Foundry looking at it, not even playing it. Come on, I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not talking about frames. Nobody said anything about frames. I said gameplay.
Exactly.
Gameplay.
The frames per second has a lot to do with gameplay.
About frames. I'm saying you got to feel the shit in your hand. You got to know how it moves in your hand, how it feels to you. You can look at something.
Like I said, man, I'm easy. I know how to adapt to controllers, but at the same time, I did the same thing with Star Fox Zero. That's the only game to where I would feel that you would have to play it to really give it an honest review. Just because the whole.
Why? Because it's what is that you be playing?
It's because it has convoluted controls.
It's on Nintendo.
It's retro.
No. It's because it has convoluted controls. That's why. And it requires it requires you to move the gamepad with the motion, and a lot of people will be turned off by that. There's a lot of things that you have to do at that moment in time for people to realize if this is something they would want.
I'm gonna let y'all get back on topic.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead and get back on topic.
All right, but Shane,
we could go all day about that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I think you got to play a game to review it. That's
all right. Then Superman. I played Superman 64, and I give the game a 10 out of 10. That's just my honest opinion because I actually loved every single part about it. I'm just saying.
Anything?
I've actually beaten the game. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Shane. Did y'all have anything else to say? I don't even know what the fuck's going on with this argument.
The argument is him basing the game off a name. That's the only thing and that's the reason why it ticked him.
Well,
And I called him out on it.
maybe,
That's the only thing.
maybe he can tell if a game is trash by the title.
Unless he's some sort of sidekick, I guess so.
Bro, he took it so personal.
It's not about taking it personal. You took it personal when I made the video about it, expressing it, and you didn't like it.
So taking
That's when you took it personal.
video's not taking it personal?
Then if that's the case, then all of us are taking shit personal. Resurrection takes whatever somebody else says personal. Man, come on, man. Well, how is that even logical? So all the videos I made on crap, the Bond, I took it personal because I decided to make a video about what I didn't like and what they did. Come on, man. That's not logical.
The rest of you guys watch that video? Because this nigga was talking about I have to learn and respect the game names, and I gotta show a little respect.
It's not about respecting the name. It's not about respecting the name. It's about showing respect. Hold on. It's about showing respect in what the fuck. Because if you want people to show the same type of respect in the things that you enjoy, you wouldn't want people to do the same thing in return, right?
Fuck about respect.
I've already gave you an example on that.
It's YouTube, nigga. This is YouTube. I don't give a fuck about no respect.
Nigga, like I said, bro, it don't matter if you give a fuck or not. That's besides the point. If you didn't give a fuck, then we wouldn't be in this podcast, and you would have never got mad about what I made in that video.
Oh,
right?
You asked me to come and you kept telling lies.
Right? You wouldn't have got mad in that video, would you? You wouldn't have got mad in that video.
Basically, what you're trying to say is you trying to say that Shane is a fraud. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I'm gonna say that. And I think Brandon Dezel's a fucking fraud too.
Oh shit! Now that's where I got to draw the line.
That's what I'm getting at. They're frauds.
Have to do Brandon. I don't even know this.
What did Brandon do? Because I'm not gonna let you.
Brandon did the same exact shit. He came on my channel, was pretty much damage controlling for Sony, pretty much indicating and telling me that Sony has more franchises than Sega and Nintendo.
That's how I know you're a bitch ass nigga, because I agreed with you on that first fucking video, and you said,
whoa. First off, I didn't even see you there, bitch nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
Oh!
I never even seen you on. The only time you came on that video is when I made it on your bitch ass motherfucker after that last one. You weren't there with Dezo. Fuck out of here.
Bro, I don't know how to share screenshots on my phone, bro, but I have the comment you saying you agree.
Okay.
That Capcom, that fucking Sega, and Nintendo has way more IPs than fucking...
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that comment. Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, my bad. I apologize for that. Because I can admit my mistakes. Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, yeah. And the issue is?
I'm not going to let you talk crazy about my homie Brandon.
But bro, like I said, I don't like that dude, Brandon. He's a fucking fraud. I'm just going to keep it real.
Wait a minute. Before we started this live chat, you said that y'all was cool.
Who?
You.
Like I said, I'm cool with Brandon, but at the same time, the mentality of
I like him.
Oh my god, listen, I even like Shane. I'm not saying that, but I just don't like the mentality that goes on in this Crumbside community. How pretty much people knock down shit without really giving it a shot. That's not something we did growing up. You know, we pretty much accepted what the fuck we had. If it was something we didn't want, we played it. There was no bitching. There was no petitioning. It's just, if you seen something that you wanted or interested your eye, you went out there and bought it. That's just the way it was. But the rest of you guys in this community want to diss about everything everybody else got, knowing that you can just go out there and buy the console and play it without bitching. Let's just be honest.
One thing though, why do you assume Shane was a Sony fanboy?
Because of the comment that he made.
But he didn't say anything about Sony though when I read it.
Because he's a Sony gamer.
All right.
Oh my god.
You is a Sony gamer, aren't you, Shane? You don't own the Xbox. You don't own any Sega consoles, right?
I have a Dreamcast. That's about it.
Nigga, Dreamcast, what you got on it?
I don't know.
Come on, man. What does that
mean? Nigga, you ain't no. Get out. You a Sony fan. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, I don't collect retro games. I don't do that.
It's not about collecting retro games. It seems like you don't play that many games. It don't sound like you play games at all. It seems like you a complete fraud.
You ain't playing shit right now.
Who, me? I'm playing shit.
What you playing?
I was playing Lego City Undercover for the Wii U.
Fuck at it.
Nigga, I just made 2 videos on the bitch. I just made 2 videos on it. Oh, and then another statement that I didn't like about Brandon Dezel was that how he said Nintendo's for kids. I don't understand how that's even a credible response either.
But Brandon
How
admits that
Nintendo is for kids.
Brandon admitted though he doesn't even believe the shit he says on his videos though. That's his thing. He's an
Well,
admitted.
no, not in his video. He said it in my comment section.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't about his video. It was about what he said. He felt that Nintendo's for kids, and
Well,
games
we
like
know that guy doesn't like nobody but Sony. That guy confirmed. He doesn't like anyone else.
Wait a minute. Nintendo is for the kids.
Nigga, what you mean?
Marketed.
How
It's
so? If that's the case, then Ratchet and Clank is for bitches too. It's for babies.
See,
All right.
you jumping the gun.
It was marketed.
Nintendo is marketed for a
No,
younger audience.
no. Nintendo is marketed for everyone.
No, it's marketed for younger
No,
people,
it's
bro.
not. It's marketed for everyone. Just because they don't have dude bro shooters in sports, Madden 2K doesn't
I'm
necessarily
not saying
mean
it's not for everyone. I'm saying, but they target the younger audience more than anybody else does. They do.
I don't look at it like that. I look at it that Nintendo targets at all audiences.
I didn't say they didn't.
I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying
they target young people more than
I don't think they do.
everybody else
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
Oh, they definitely do. Have you seen the commercials though?
So
Have you seen the?
So Sony Sony or Microsoft targets the younger audience more
No,
than.
I would not say that, but I think Nintendo targets everyone.
Oh my God, I can't keep going with this conversation.
He just said that though. He just said targets kids more.
Who? I didn't say that.
Resurrection said that. He said he's targeting kids more.
I feel that Nintendo targets everyone. I mean everyone in the audience. They make games for everybody.
Wait, you think they target it equally though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like I said, I feel like they target everyone, mature and kids. That's kind of the point.
I don't think it's equal though.
You don't?
No.
No.
I've seen the commercials.
All right, if that's the case, then what games do you play on the PS4 and Xbox?
Who, me?
Wait,
Both
who,
you
me
guys.
or him?
No, both. I don't care.
I mean, I don't got a problem with Nintendo. I'm just saying, I've never seen a Nintendo commercial. That's what we're talking about, marketing. I've never seen a commercial or ad that would make me want to get a Wii U. That would persuade me.
That's fine. I mean, that's your opinion. And then there's a lot of reasons as to why I wouldn't want to buy a PlayStation 4, because it just doesn't really interest me that much either. Other than Uncharted 4 and possibly God of War, which both look pretty good. And Last Guardian, which is just 3 games. But I'm saying is that you guys are saying it targets kids, yet games like Smash Bros.
You're not even playing your Xbox.
Nigga, I don't. At the moment, I'm not, but I'm playing my Wii U. I can't only be at one system at one time. I can't.
You're not even playing your Xbox though.
I play, Rez. I play my Xbox. I just haven't been playing. Resurrection. You know I be playing my Xbox. I just haven't been playing it recently. That's the only difference. I haven't been playing it recently.
It ain't shit to play on there right now.
Nigga, there's games to play. They got Ark Survival. They got games that are on the PC.
That shit been out for a year. That beta been out for a year, and it runs at 5 frames per second.
No, it don't.
That's just
no, it don't. No, it don't.
Oh yes, it
don't
does.
run at 5.
Oh yes, it does.
If it ran at 5 frames per second, the game would pretty much be unplayable. I have no issues with it. The game does have flaws, but I have no personal issues with the game.
Okay, so you have no issues with
I didn't say that. I said the game has flaws.
You just said you said I have no.
But I'm saying I personally have no issues with the flaws at the moment. Yeah, the game needs to be improved, but I have no issue for it to where it ruins my enjoyment. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
What?
Every game got flaws. Every game.
Some have more flaws than others.
Well, you got to remember the game has 70 to 100 players of one server, to where there's dinosaurs, human players, people being able to craft buildings, and there's a lot of things going on in that game. It's not like your average GTA where it's just everything.
Listen, that ain't my mother. That ain't.
I understand, but I understand that. But you got to realize that the game is very.
If you gonna put out the game, then it needs to run right.
The game does run right for what it is. It runs right.
Oh, right. Oh, now, Mr. Shadowman.
Well, if you tell most of the PC gamers, they won't even agree to this statement. The game runs good for what it is. That's the way I look at it.
I'm sure it runs great on PC.
Did you guys see what Afterlife
Actually, the game
Battlefront put in
runs
the
worse,
chat?
from what I've heard.
You guys see what Battlefront put in the chat? I think that should sound stupid.
Well, what did he say?
He's comparing ratings to marketing. He said if Nintendo was marketed for kids, the rating would be C and not E for everyone. That just sounds stupid to me.
I don't. Well, C for what?
There's an actual rating called C for children. That's an actual thing. Like
Well,
3.
there's one that's called K and A, which is kids and adults, and E, which is everyone, and like you said, C for children. C for children is like those learning games, from what I've noticed. Like growing up,
Yeah, but I don't think that has to do with marketing though. What the game's rated. It could be
Yeah.
rated E for everyone, meaning everyone. It's suitable for everyone. Doesn't mean it's marketed towards everyone.
It means it's suitable for everyone to play. That's the way I look at it. Adults and kids. That's the way I see it. And I feel that's what Nintendo provides for its consumers. I mean, it ain't the exclusive game lineup outsells everything on the PS4 and Xbox One at this moment. Everything.
Yo, Shadowman.
Yeah.
Nintendo's trash, nigga.
Hey, it's whatever. It's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
Yo, Thanos is coming after you now, Shadow Man. He says he's coming after your ass.
That's fine. I like Thanos. But at the same time, man, like I said, the best-selling games on PlayStation, right? I know I also told Brandon he got pissed about that. But the best-selling games on PS4 is only games that came out on PS3. Last of Us, and the Uncharted collection. Those are the only two, and obviously Uncharted 4, which is their new sequel to Uncharted 3. That game did well, but those are the only real 3 games that stand out.
Well, I mean, then you got Nintendo, who's remade 35 of their motherfucking IP.
All right, hold on. There's a different. All right, hold on. Because see, a lot of people. Yeah. Oh, this is another argument. Hold on. Let's bring this about. Because another thing Brandon said is that Nintendo reuses the same franchises. I wouldn't necessarily say that because, in my opinion, reusing the same franchise means reusing the same gameplay aesthetics.
Oh,
Nintendo, no, it's true. Nintendo can take the same Mario game. Listen where I'm coming from.
Franchises.
Nintendo can take the same iconic character and change it completely different. One Mario's traveling around the castle, one he has a freaking hose behind his back, and one he's traveling in the galaxy. It's not technically recycling game because they don't really use the same game.
Are we on Mario Kart 32? What Mario Kart are we on?
We have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U currently.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying, you guys gotta realize that Nintendo might use the same iconic franchise, but they use it differently.
Are we still doing Mario Brothers? What Mario Brothers are we on?
I don't know. There's actually been a whole lot, but at the same time, it has nothing to do with them reusing the same franchise because if they do,
are we still doing Zelda? What Zelda are we on?
Zelda, man, Zelda's a good fucking game.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Zelda, but what Zelda?
Man, the new Breath of Wild game looks amazing. I can't believe the stuff they're doing it. But I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm not disagreeing with none of y'all points. They do use a lot of their same franchises, but they do have a lot more that I really think they need to express, like Metroid, F-Zero.
Are they still doing Mario Tennis? What Mario Tennis?
Oh, that Mario Tennis game is trash.
That shit was a flop.
Its game is garbage. It's trash.
I was just wondering.
Play the 64 and the GameCube one. Just be happy with those two. Those are good ones. But I understand what you guys are saying.
No, I just had to ask. I didn't know what iteration we were on.
Man, iteration? Man, you know what? I swear to God, Nintendo is the only company that can use the same iteration and make it different. I don't think there's any company that can do it as well as Nintendo.
You mean the company that can't sell shit? Is that the company we talking about?
Hey, they might not be able to sell hardware, but they're able to sell software.
Well,
just go.
Got a game that come out every 3 years. Of course, niggas is gonna be excited to buy the shit.
Man, what you mean? What? Oh yeah, I forgot. Resurrection, you the same dude that be calling the Wii U the PU, so I can't.
It is the PU.
No, it's not. I think it's good. I think it's a good console. I think it's solid. And the way I look at it is that all these 8th generation consoles are underwhelming in some regard. That's the way I'm gonna put it.
But look,
at the same, yeah.
I've been saying that Nintendo needs to go software only. Anyway.
Nah. I think Nintendo. I think Nintendo. Well, obviously you guys agree because you're on PlayStation, but I think it's
third party.
So everybody can just play the games because
you can play them. All you got to do is come up with $300 and buy your bitch ass a Wii U. Stop complaining.
Nobody's buying they shit, Shadowman.
They buying it. They buying it. Listen.
What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody wants to buy that hardware.
People gotta realize the PS4 has a lot of hardware units, but at the same time, all those hardware units are pointless if none of you guys are going out there buying any exclusive games.
That's because the majority of the market is casual. Okay.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. You're
That's
right. But at the same time, people can say the Wii U was a flop, but at the same time, the attach rate of the exclusive games that they offer on that platform are more than enough
but
of the money they're making.
it's a smaller base. So of course,
Yeah, there's not
No, it's
as
not.
many
No,
games to choose from.
nah, a bigger base should give you more sales.
no, not necessarily.
It should. Yes, it
Not
should.
necessarily because
Yes, it should. It's the reason why the Xbox One is behind the PlayStation 4.
There's so Nintendo ain't got no third party support.
It don't matter. The Nintendo got exclusive games.
They
Nintendo
barely have third party. They barely have third party games.
Third party ain't shit to me when I can play them third party games on my Xbox. To me, they pointless.
Variety on.
Can I explain something? Can I explain
Alright, go ahead.
something? When you got more people on a console, the PS4 in this case, you're gonna have more people that like different things. But when people buy the Nintendo, they know what they're getting into, so everyone's gonna.
That could be a good point. That's a good. Better. I'll give you that. That's also a good point too. But at the same,
they have more shit to choose from.
Nintendo,
all they have is exclusives.
What you talking about? In the Wii U, they got a lot of games to choose from too.
What I'm saying is that Nintendo has their exclusives, which. They have great.
The only thing they're really relying on.
But they don't have any third-party support.
I see.
At all.
Yeah, but at the same time, the console that has more hardware sales should still outsell.
That is not appealing to people. When people see, well, I can't even play my favorite game on this console. I got to get something.
I have no issues joining a Smash Bros. Game. I have no issues joining a Mario Kart game or playing Monster Hunter with people.
That's what I'm saying, Shadowman. You're not listening.
All right, go ahead.
What I'm saying is when people say, I can't play my favorite games on Nintendo because they simply don't have it on the console, they're going to say, well, I'm going to get a PlayStation. I'm going to get
an Xbox. Oh, I understand. But at the same time, the way the gaming industry has been made was solely off on exclusives. That's the way the game industry has always been since the beginning of time. Streets of Rage, Final Fight, Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star. It's always been like that. When did the demographic change that people buy? Because at the same time, you guys...
Last generation.
I understand. I'm not saying specifically you guys. I'm talking about the community, how people fight amongst how they feel Xbox One and PS4, or they feel like their console preference is better than the others. But at the same time, all you guys are doing is playing the same shit that they got on that system. You play Call of Duty there, you play it there. Well, I mean, I know people on Xbox that just play fucking Madden. Then they'll tell me, well, Xbox is better than PlayStation. And I'm like, dude, you ever play games like Gears? Like, they don't even play console exclusive. Gears? No. Killer Instinct? No. Then why the fuck are you telling me the Xbox is better than the PS4 when you're playing the same games the PS4 has? I don't know if you get
maybe they like the features better.
Maybe they like the
that could be a thing too. That could be a thing too.
The operating system, but maybe they like,
Yeah, but at the same time, man, that's not how it was. I don't know how that changed all of a sudden, but I don't know.
Exclusives stopped mattering as much, I'd say, like the 6th generation, right? That's when I would say
yeah.
Changed.
Yeah, I would say it did stop mattering after that.
I understand. Shadowman is a big Nintendo fanboy.
No? Right, come on. How you gonna call me a Nintendo fanboy after Chia called me a Sega fanboy? Then you got JTech TV calling me an Xbox. Then you got the Xbox Nation calling me a PlayStation fanboy. It's not a which one is it?
Retro fan.
I don't think you play games at all.
Chia was like retro fanboy. Fuck you.
You're a fraud. You're a phony.
I do like retro games.
JTech plays more games than you.
What? No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
Now you lying.
No, he does. He does play more games than you.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? I follow his content. I'm a fan.
Yeah, but you saying that, how does he play more games than me? Because he uploads more gameplay videos?
Yeah, bro. Where's your 12-hour podcast live stream?
Matter of fact, he did a fucking 44-hour podcast.
All right, well, if you're talking about on that level shit, well, yeah. If you're talking about that crackhead level shit, then yeah. But I do play... Well, we just talk about casually playing games every time you feel like going on. I do come on. I was on my Wii U before me and Achia had an argument.
But you're not good at games, bro.
I'm not?
You're not
started an argument.
Nah, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. I'm not good at games. Did you ever see me play Gears? Killer Instinct?
BG shits on you, though, in Gears.
Who?
BG.
BG?
Yeah.
The same people that didn't want to accept my game challenge?
Didn't
Oh, you talking about broken games. Oh, broken. My bad. I thought he was talking BGST. BG? That dude's a bum.
Nah,
He's a bum.
you don't really play good.
Like I said, I played multiple systems. I played multiple
You're not really
consoles.
good at games, bro.
Who, me?
Yo, how you?
Dude, I played. Dude, how are you gonna tell me I'm not good at games, knowing that I play on multiple game systems and good at every single game that I touch? And if I'm not that good, I'm at least presentable to where I can put up a fight.
You're not sly at Gears, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm saying I play Gears. Dude, tell Jet Big Boss. I whooped his ass like no tomorrow and didn't even try on him.
You kind of trash it.
Dude, I play games. I'm good at games.
But you trash at Gears, though.
I'm not trash at Rez. Now you trolling right now.
You worse than me at Gears, and I'm trash.
I know what y'all doing. Y'all trying to see if I take it too personal. I got it. Got it already.
I'm just telling the facts.
There ain't no facts. You ain't better than me at Gears. You can tell by just looking at my clips. I can send you one of my clips.
Man, fuck your clips. Your 1,000 clips. We go look at your clips on YouTube.
Yeah, you can look at every single one of them. The ones that you guys don't watch. Remember, don't watch because you guys rather see drama instead of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, when you post 45 of them a day, I mean, we can only
Nigga, 45?
We can only see.
Nigga, most of them were matches I've already done.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I don't think anyone wants to watch. Like, that's not even a Crumbside thing. Like, I hate when people say that because, like, there's so many good gaming personalities out there. Who the fuck wants to just sit and watch just gameplay? You know, like, who wants to watch that? Think about
That's fine. It's not made for you. It's made for anybody that wants to watch it, which in this community is not very many.
No, but even outside, like, who's gonna want to just sit there and watch? Like,
man, if you're really genuine about wanting people to watch your gameplay, then motherfucker.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck if nobody watches shit. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is if you guys want to complain and bitch about it, saying that, well, why you come with drama and don't do this, that's when it becomes an issue. I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas don't watch shit. I don't care. That's your prerogative. That's your business. But don't bitch about it. That's my issue with it.
Everyone likes the drama unless it affects them.
That's fine. Everybody can like drama all you want, but as soon as you decide to bitch about it, that's when it becomes a problem.
Okay, well. So is Shane still in here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, bro.
Where the fuck you go? You done disappeared out the game like
saying he doesn't want to talk because he doesn't want me to body him on all his points.
This nigga disappeared out the game like Lil Wayne shit. This nigga just
But Shane, let me ask you a personal question. What other systems that you owned before?
Nigga, don't worry about it, bro.
Nigga, what you mean don't worry? I'm just wondering what game system that you own prior to playing now.
Shane, he basically trying to say that you don't play shit.
To be honest, like I said, man, I've been playing games since I was a child. I've had shit from the NES. I've been playing Sega Master System, 3DO. I play shit that most people don't even think is common. Atari Jaguar. I don't really care. I look at games as games. If there's something I want, I buy them. But Shane, to me, it seemed like it just seemed like you started off on PS4.
Nah, bro.
Then what did you play?
PS1.
PS1, and what did you play after that? PS2, right?
Straight to PS4. It's PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
that's real cute. So how'd you get that Dreamcast?
I just got that shit at a thrift store, bro.
Yeah, and you didn't buy no games for it?
I think I got like games somewhere.
Wait a minute, hold on. Shane, you've only played the PlayStation console?
Yeah.
PC. Just PlayStation and PC, bro.
Fucking fraud.
You never played a GameCube? That shit was lit.
So you never played Nintendo or anything?
I don't play Nintendo unless it comes to Pokemon. Like I have all the handhelds. Like I have.
Okay. Oh yeah. But that argument about kids, so you play Pokemon? Like nigga, really? Like Pokemon what?
I don't
even. Nigga, I don't even play Pokemon. I just play Pokemon Tournament because it's a solid fighting game. But other than that, it just has the Pokemon license to it. But the game is fun. Yeah. But I don't play them Pokemons on DS, nigga. Now that shit's gay. That shit gay.
How old are you, man?
Me, I'm 21.
And you play Pokemon games and shit, nigga, you a fucking bitch.
Damn, Shadowman.
Nigga, you play Pokemon games and shit. You want to talk about Nintendo's for kids, and you say they're walking around with Pokemon and shit. Nigga, what, you play Pokemon Go too?
You were playing
Like
Lego.
my nigga. Hey, fuck you. Better game. I'm gonna tell you right now. Better game. That Lego City Undercover game is good. It really is good. I ain't fronting. It's good. It's good.
You over there
It's
playing
like a
Lego.
GTA
You
game.
got some nerve.
Pretty much an open world GTA
It's
game.
like
You got some
Lego GTA.
Hey, that shit, dude, I'm telling you, man, see, that's what goes on in this community. You guys don't give a game a chance. You already vilified before you even played it or try to see if you like it or not. It's a good game.
No, I played some Lego games. I don't play
Well,
Lego games.
this one is the best one I played, I will admit.
Shadowman.
Best one. Yep.
So you said you don't. You said wait, who said Nintendo was for kids? That was Shane.
Brandon Dezel.
Oh, Brandon Desert. Okay.
Yep.
You said Pokemon. Have you played? You play Pokemon, don't you?
Yeah, growing up.
You don't play it now.
Well, I play Pokemon Tournament, which is a fighting game, but it's a Pokemon fighting game, but I don't really look at it like that. It's not the same.
Oh, okay. But you don't.
It just used the likeness of the Pokemon characters, but it's actually a good competitive fighter.
It became more of a hobby for me, man. I got the Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, the SP, the Game Boy
Nigga, this
Advance.
is coming out of nowhere, nigga. You don't got these things, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You coming out at random with this shit because you didn't respond according to my question beforehand. Now you had this shit now. When I asked you before, you told me not to worry about it.
My nigga, I'm tired as fuck, bro.
Nigga, if you was tired as fuck, you wouldn't have said it now. You would have said it before.
Shane,
That
man.
has nothing to do with you being tired or not.
Shane,
Bro,
go to,
tired as fuck. I'm just answering your questions, man.
My nigga, you should have answered them before. Why you answered them a little minute too late?
oh,
I
You ain't
didn't.
got the shit. Achia, you even admitted that you only played PlayStation consoles and had one Dreamcast. Now all of a sudden you're naming all these portables.
I wasn't listening. I just said I had every single generation of Pokemon. Would I just have the games and not have the systems?
That's a good point. You probably do. So you're that much of a Pokemon fiend. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But you own the portables.
You could have just, yeah, exactly. I hold every single Nintendo handheld. I got all those.
You a fucking nerd.
One,
there's nothing wrong with Pokemon, bro.
Pokemon's whack.
No, it's not, bro. What are you talking
Shit
about?
whack. I mean, we can't talk about hardcore games.
You don't even
without talking
play
about
games,
Pokemon.
bro. You don't even play games.
I do play games.
What are you playing right now? You playing?
I was
Lego.
playing Lego
You
City
playing
Undercover.
Legos.
I was playing Lego City Undercover.
Oh shit! Fuck at her. Bro.
I've been playing. I've actually was playing Monster Hunter. I played that game too, which is a hardcore game.
but yo, Shadowman, I got a question for you now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Why the fuck are you so soft when it comes to these retro games?
Nigga,
Oh,
what do you mean about soft, nigga? And why the fuck are you so soft when it comes to your PlayStation bullshit?
Bro,
And somebody talking about PlayStation.
bro, hey, yo, check it, right? You said Uncharted 4 is trash. I don't even own
I
the
didn't
fucking...
say it was. No, I did not. I never said Uncharted 4 was trash. Never said
Point
that
is-
shit.
One is you're claiming I'm a Sony fanboy. I didn't
Never
even
said it
want
was trash.
it, so I didn't buy it. Simple as that. Like, you out
What,
here
you?
trying to... Shit. Yeah, I
But
don't
nigga
own that
has.
shit.
What the fuck does that matter if you bought a game? Why was the game not your interest?
Damn straight it wasn't.
Okay, then that's fine. And Wavy Cricket did the same shit.
You saying
and?
I'm over here? You saying I'm the
And?
ultimate Sony fanboy and shit?
I didn't say it like that. I didn't say he was the ultimate Sony fanboy.
You said I'm
Say
like...
that shit.
You said
Nigga,
I'm
you
like...
is. Nigga, I used that as an insult, and you got butthurt about it.
well, why did you insult him just because he said he didn't like the games?
Because he... I just asked the question exactly. Why the hell did you get so fucking hurt
Nigga,
over the...
it wasn't even about the insults. It was about you criticizing things over solely a name. That was the real issue.
But Shadowman, you gotta understand, he's criticizing a product or
The name.
Why are
The
you?
name.
But why did you insult him based
The
off?
name.
What-
The name. Because anybody that does that is just stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
The reason why I was saying you guys were like taking it personal, like I feel like if you guys didn't taken it personal, you would have just brushed it off and left it alone.
was-
You guys were going hard at it.
It wasn't about. Actually, I just was going hard at first because I wanted to get him in this podcast too, but so I was just kind of doing it for a reason.
Well,
But at the same time, he said a stupid comment. I brought it up to light. He didn't like it. He bitched about it. And then I tried to explain it to him. Then it came personal. That's exactly what happened.
Yo, can I clarify something real quick?
Go ahead.
Bitch about nothing. If you guys just go read the first comment, I replied to his video. I said, I see, let's get it. I was trying to have some fucking fun.
That wasn't the first comment you made. It was the other comment.
That was the first comment he left on your response video.
Exactly. I said,
Okay, the response one, but not the other one.
Yeah, not the other one.
Okay, I got it. All right.
Said, have some fun. Let's get it. All right. I replied to the points that he made in the video, and he just wouldn't answer none of that. He started calling me a Sony fan.
Answer what? Answer what?
Any
What
of
did I
all,
not answer?
bro, no bullshit. I'm tired as fuck. I can't go back.
You don't know what you're saying, bro. You don't know what you're saying.
I fully do. I do.
Okay,
I know what
if you fully do, then you'll be able to say it, right?
I'm not look. Can you say it, nigga?
Nigga, I ain't concerned about it though. You don't want to talk about. You know it. I didn't say I knew it. You said you knew it.
You need to apologize and you need to delete that motherfucking video.
Nah, he don't even delete it. He just gotta make sure he gotta stop fucking false.
Shane is my homeboy.
Nigga, it ain't about falsely doing anything. You got butthurt about it. I called it. I called you out on it. You didn't like it. That's it. It's fine.
Both of y'all got butthurt.
I didn't get butthurt about it. It's fine. Dude, he's not the only one that told me they don't like retro games or Sega games. That was besides the fucking point.
You talked shit about some games and then you insulted him.
That was the other video, I believe. It was not the other. It was not the video where he responded saying that. It was the response video, I believe. To him.
What happened was in the original video, it started about Brandon Daysu, and then Shane commented something.
I don't appreciate y'all dropping my homeboy's name while
fuck Brandon Dezo. He's a fucking fraud.
I don't like. I'm not gonna be dropping my homeboy's name and he ain't here.
Brandon, like I said, I like him. He seems like a cool guy, but he's a fraud. I'm just gonna keep it real.
How is he a fraud?
He's a fraud.
How?
Because if you guys are going to hate on things, you have to have reason as to why you dislike something. You can't just say you hate something just for the simple fact of hating.
Disagree with Shadowman at all, you're a Sony fan.
It's not about disagreeing with me. Bro, I've had this dude named Gaming for Days come on my channel disagree with me plenty of times. I've never popped an attitude with him. It's that you hate on something. No. The difference is that you dislike or hate something, yet you don't have a valid reason as to why you're doing it. It's like it pretty much is like J-Tech. No, it's true. It's pretty much like J-Tech and Somatic, how they go around the community talking bullshit about shit that they haven't even experienced. It's the same mentality. That's why I compared you to him.
So you saying that basically what you trying to say is that Shane, because he used to follow J-Tech, he picked up some bad habits. Is that what you saying?
It could have been. Hey, like I said, it could have been because he used to fuck with this nigga J-Tech. I don't know anybody in this community that fucks with this nigga like Shane supposedly did. Listening to this fool.
Used to be cool on PSN. That was one of my gaming friends.
Oh yeah, we used to be cool too until he decided to delete. I don't know if he deleted Resurrection, but he deleted me over a debate we had on PlayStation Network. So, like I said, it was fine because when I started this community, I was talking shit about a lot of the Xbox community and the stuff I didn't like about them. But the time I start talking shit about Sony, it's different. You can't say nothing about Sony. You can't say nothing about them, but you can say everything about Xbox. You can say everything about everything else. But as soon as you talk about Sony, it's a problem.
Yo, Shadowman, you brought up that point, but win once. Name one time, even when I was rolling with J-Tech, all the way till now, that I brought that Sony shit to your channel.
You never did. And you never did.
So then what the fuck was the bullshit trying to call me a Sony fanboy because I disagreed with you?
The reason why, so you still caught on that. The only real issue of what's going on, because first off, we both insulted each other, not right, first off. But at the same time, no, it's the way we both insult, because, people insult people to piss them off. That's just the way shit is, right? But I'm saying is this. You hated on something without having a valid reason. That's the only main reason as to why I even argued you. Only reason. That's not an opinion. That's not a valid opinion.
You need to apologize.
It's not a valid opinion, though.
You need to apologize to the people that you said was gay for liking Pokemon. You just insult every motherfucking body.
I didn't say it. I didn't mean it like that. But I'm saying if you guys are gonna talk about how other things are gay for other people, and then have somebody respond and say, "Well, Pokemon is gay for everybody," which I was giving an example by doing that. There you go. It's the same thing how he said those Sega games you mentioned are trash because of the name of them.
But yo, Did you hear me saying anything about it? Because I didn't give a fuck. None of that shit.
Nigga, of course, you don't have to give a fuck. You gave a fuck in the response video, and that's when you started bitching.
You took one comment I said.
Nigga, you started bitching. No, because I was actually trying to get where you was coming from when I responded back to you and said, what do you mean? How can you judge something just by off the solely of a name? That was actually the response that I gave you in that video. Then you went into an argument.
Shadowman, how did I start bitching? How did I start bitching when 10 minutes ago we just all agreed that I said I was trying to have some fun with it? How did I start bitching?
Nigga, have fun with what?
With your response video.
Nigga, what you mean have fun? Nigga, you weren't having fun. You was pissed off.
This nigga trying to switch it up.
You was pissed off, bro, because that's why you was still commenting on the other video and then commenting on that one. I didn't even, it was so bad, you told me that you typed the same comment in the same exact video, and then you had a result of deleting it, if I remember. Ain't that true?
I didn't delete a motherfucking thing.
I'm not saying you, no, but you replied twice with the same thing because you just didn't know which video you was replying to, right? Remember that?
No. He posted 2 of the same comments on one video by mistake.
Okay, all right. So he deleted the one of them, which is fine. But I'm saying you didn't know.
Yeah, it's still there.
I was going back, replying to this one, and then replying to the other one.
Bro, it's still there. It's not deleted, sir.
Okay, I'm not saying, motherfucker, I'm talking about the leftover comment. I understand that. What I'm saying is that we was replying back to each other, going from video to video that you probably got confused to when you was trying to reply.
Nah, I didn't.
Okay, then. You did it, then why the fuck you comment twice?
Bro, I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just does that shit. You never replied to somebody and it'd be like 5 fucking comments.
Okay. All right, whatever. All right, I'll take. I don't care. That's not even. I don't even care. That's a good reason. Whatever. But at the same time, Shane, you a fraud, bruh. You never had shit. You never got shit, and that's the main reason why.
Stay in feelings, boy.
Nigga, these ain't feelings. I don't care. Like just like you say, you don't care. I don't care either.
Bro,
that's just the way it is. But I'm gonna say how I feel. I'm gonna just say.
Everybody heard.
Like it.
Everybody was watching the podcast. I'm
Nigga,
just
how
saying.
am I hurt? Explain to me how I'm hurt.
All right, let me explain. I'm just sitting here cooling, and you've been going off this whole motherfucking time. I didn't give not one single fuck. So go ahead, stay in your feelings, boy.
So why are we in this video? So why are we doing this right now?
You just said you just kept antagonizing me, kept begging.
I kept antagonizing you. I didn't say that. You said that.
You're gonna feel stupid when you rewatch this video and you say that.
Nigga, what? Antagonizing you? No, I was going back with you when you was commenting so you can get your bitch ass in this podcast because you didn't want to come in here. But that was towards the end. Nah, but that was towards the end though. That wasn't the start of it.
It's feelings.
Because you was scared to go into the podcast at first after I invited you a few times and you kept declining my calls.
Bro, right? I didn't decline anything. You weren't listening.
Oh really?
I was literally on PSN talking in Resurrection, creating my account at the same fucking time.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you got it.
This wasn't pre-existing.
Shane, like I said, bro, you a liar, man. That's whatever, man.
Yo, Resurrection, was I not talking to you, asking you how to set up this fucking Google Hangout shit?
Yeah, you were.
My nigga, but I'm talking about when me and Resurrection was done, and I sent you an invite, you didn't join, because I was done talking to Resurrection at that time.
Bro, I just figured out.
Resurrection told me you got off. Resurrection told me you got off.
I got off what?
PlayStation, when I was still talking to him.
No, he wasn't. I think he was typing from his phone, so he might not have come online or something.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Okay.
Well, Shadowman, you be trying to assume shit, put words in people's mouth.
Nigga, it ain't about assuming, nigga. People can look at that comment and know you was a goddamn fucking fool for what you said. That's the problem. Admit you was stupid for what you said.
Shadowman, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
You ever heard about I'm not talking about comments. You ever heard of like a game that just you've never said before that this game just sounds like shit? You've never done that?
Never.
All right, I've done that.
All right, well I'm just gonna let you know, better gamer, just like I let him know. That's pretty foolish. That's pretty foolish.
Yeah, I can't. I've never done that either.
I mean, if you say that, it's not necessarily like you're looking at it like a critical point of view. It's just like, I don't know. I know plenty of people.
Yeah,
Who say something.
but to say a game sounds trash and use that to say that a game is trash is pretty foolish. That's kind of what I'm getting at, and that's pretty
I
much
mean, he
what
didn't say it is trash though.
I thought he did. He said it sounds straight trash.
Yeah, but
I told him,
he
and
didn't
I
say
thought I
it is
told him,
though.
and I thought I told him. I said, "Did you play them? Did you experience them?" Yeah, all right. So let's say this, Shane. What one game did I mention in that video? I mentioned a whole lot. What game did I mention? Since you supposedly think the names of the games are trash, can you name a few of the names that I've
Let's
said?
see. Off the top. Okay, Vector Man. You named Vector
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, Vector Man, good game. Good
Title of that sounds trash. That shit sounds
The
trash.
title of Vector Man sounds trash, and Mega Man sounds just as bad, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because according to you, it sounds bad.
Yeah, exactly. It's an
According
opinion.
to you.
I don't know if you know.
According to you, so you're gonna use that as a basis for the game? What happened if I told you Mega Man sound bad? What happened if I told you that? What would you tell me?
Then you
It
think
was his opinion though. It's not a statement.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
to
he's-
use that as a basis to judge the quality of a game, it is.
quality? Did I say quality? I said the
Yes,
title.
you did. You said, well, Sega. You said all the. No, you did. No, you did it because let me tell you. You said the quantity. Oh, they made a lot of games, which is quantity, but they're not as quality. And I told you, what the hell does that have to do with all the games that I named?
Let me explain. I said quantity over quality didn't work because name in 2015, 2016, half of those fucking games that got a remaster, reboot, or that's doing well to this day. Apparently, all the quantity.
Which are what?
The quantity of those IPs, barely any of them came over except for the big titles
And
like
10
Mega
years
Man.
from now, there's not going to be such thing as an Uncharted. Does that mean that Uncharted was a bad game?
Okay, I'm
Does
just
that mean
saying,
Uncharted is a bad game, though? I'm asking you.
not making the money. If it's not making the money,
What the fuck? Money has nothing to do with if a game is good or not. I played games that haven't even sold well and was like, damn. Oh, my. Man, this is the main reason. Bruh, this is the main reason as to why we weren't clicking in that
quantity.
discussion. Because you're saying that if a game doesn't sell, that means it's not good? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not making that company money, so therefore they
That
don't.
doesn't mean the game is not good.
Why don't you listen?
It could be. All right, I'll listen.
They pumped out a bunch of quantity of those titles. Apparently, the quality wasn't good enough to make the money for the keep publishing the fucking game.
First off, the gaming industry was a different thing than it is now. First off, they didn't have as much money as they do now. That's another reason as to why a lot of those companies went under. I mean,
So
dude, you're trying to tell me, but by your example, there's a lot of games that Sony don't even come out with nowadays, which is Tumba, which I think is a great 2D platformer, but it don't come out. Sony doesn't decide to remaster it or bring it back. They rather bring back Crash Bandicoot, which I think pills. Which shut up. Which I think pills in comparison to Tumba. But since Tumba is not in, since they don't make any money off the game or they don't come out with a remake of it, the series sucks, right? According to your logic.
That
doesn't necessarily mean anything. There's a lot of people that lose jobs. There's a lot of other things as to why a business goes out of business. Doesn't have to necessarily mean the games are bad. Some things don't catch on right away. The Neo Geo was a good-ass console, and the reason why it never caught on because of how expensive it was. Wasn't because it sucked. You fucking idiot.
Shane, are you talking about in terms of the masses, though? Is that what you're trying to say?
I put that in the comment.
Call of Duty is the best game, everybody. Call of Duty, NBA 2K, Madden, they masterpieces because they sell like hotcakes. Them games are just fucking 10 out of 10s. So every time Call of Duty sell about 18 million sales, just give the game a 10 out of a 10. If that's what we're doing, according to your logic.
No,
right?
They consider it their company that puts it out.
But they sell though. But is the game good?
Exactly. The company put it out, considered it a quality game. It makes the money, so they keep pumping it out. What can Sega say about any of those games you mentioned
that were successful when they came out? Those games that I mentioned were successful when Sega was still. First off, Sega's not even in business anymore, so that statement is not even credible regardless. But when those games were released, they were popular. Right? They were popular.
Sir, the argument was that
they
had the most IPs.
They do.
They had a huge quantity. But overall, the quality didn't fucking shine. Otherwise, we'd have the majority of
What?
those.
First off, the main reason as to why Sega's even out of business has nothing to do with the quality of their games. Maybe now, because their games just suck now. But when Sega was in business, it had nothing to do with the quality of their games. It had more to do with the whole Sega 32X and the Sega CD failures that they had. But to say Sega did not make quality games because of a few humps they had, I don't think I could take that as credibility, because Sega was still providing consumers with good games.
If
Even-
it didn't make the money, I guess the quality of it just.
But the problem is, it wasn't necessarily the games not making the money. Sega fucked up with two peripherals, which were two attachments, and that caused Sega to go bankrupt. And Sega could never recover from that. That's completely different. That's completely different in saying, well, those games didn't sell, that's why it failed. It's completely different. You know what I'm saying? That's completely
Sega
different.
wasn't shit back in the day.
What? Sega weren't shit?
Sega wasn't shit.
Nigga, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Nintendo and Sega was shit. Y'all crazy. Crazy.
You said they were
But what I
shit.
expect? What I expect from niggas that just play PlayStation? But what do I expect? Nigga, y'all niggas just play PlayStation, but what I gotta expect?
Yo, you're
I play
not.
everything.
You're just refusing to listen,
Nigga, I
though.
play everything though. I play everything. I played the Atari Jaguar, the Atari Lynx. I played the Atari. I played every
more
fucking
fucking
thing.
Nintendo than I played PlayStation my whole fucking gaming career.
My nigga, it ain't even about Nintendo though.
Shut the.
You talking about Sega right now?
I'm talking about Nintendo.
Yeah.
Actually, I was talking about Sega. I wasn't not talking about
switched it
Nintendo.
up. I've switched it up.
That's fine. And I still stayed with them, and I stay with any company.
All I play is PlayStation, but I've played more Nintendo my fucking gaming career than I've played PlayStation.
To be honest, I don't even know what I played back. I played a lot of shit growing up. I didn't really was choosy when I was a kid. I played the Sega Saturn as much as my 64. Whatever the hell I felt like playing, I played it. I had no personal attachment to these systems. My dad used to have them all around, so I just used to play what he had.
You got personal attachment to retro games.
I like retro games. I think retro games are good.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
You got a personal attachment to them.
What do you mean a personal attachment?
He's saying you're emotionally invested.
Just however.
That's so stupid. And you guys are emotionally invested in some imaginary console war that don't matter to anyone.
Who is y'all?
I'm just saying this community.
Who the fuck is y'all?
Not throwing out specifics, but just this community.
Who the fuck is y'all, nigga?
I don't know. Like I said, man, if it doesn't apply to you, I wouldn't get upset about that statement. But anybody that does apply to, get mad about it. Because that's what I'm saying. Y'all. Hey, y'all can apply to anybody that's affected by the statement. That's what y'all.
He's talking about Brandon Daisho again.
Talking about
I said y'all. Like I said, I didn't say any specific names. I said y'all. Y'all can apply to anybody that's affected by it. So if you're affected by that statement, well, you're part of that y'all. If you're not,
Shadowman.
Yep,
Shadowman, bro. So right, Nintendo, they have a pretty big quantity of exclusives, right? They got
they have some good exclusives on the Wii U. Are you talking about the Wii U?
Nintendo in general. The Nintendo that's still alive.
Nintendo has made great exclusive games over the years.
All right, and through the years, they have a lot more than what we know right now. But all the quality ones went with them because those are the ones making the money, like Mario.
Yeah, and I've already agreed with KJ in my comment section. But Nintendo still owns more franchises than Sony. Facts.
But you just did, though. The quality of those games outbeat the fucking quantity. It wasn't about who had the most.
I didn't say it. What the fuck? What? Huh?
You're not listening, sir.
What do you mean? I never said Nintendo outbeat their own quantity. What are you talking about?
No, I'm referring to my comment. You said I was crazy for saying quality over quantity.
But what, in what category?
The fucking games in general.
What? Okay.
You said we have Nintendo.
No, okay. I understand that point. That's the main. But no, you made it seem as these systems couldn't have quality and quantity. That's the. Oh, I understand where you're coming from. That's what I was trying to get to you. Because when I said, well, you're saying that what I mentioned was more quantity than quality, I felt that those Sega games were quantity and quality.
That's up to the person. So I don't even know why anyone's arguing that. That's up to the person.
True.
I said in my comment to the masses, as in to the publishers that put that shit out, that's making the money, who's the majority buying that shit.
You know what? You shouldn't use the word quality. You should
You
have
know
just said
what?
most
But
people
you're
don't care for that
going
type
by
of
the
game.
masses. You're going by what other people think. I'm going about what I think. Why don't you go by what you like?
Nah,
Why you gotta always worry about what other people like?
fuck that.
That's something a fanboy does.
If it ain't
Fanboys worry about.
if it ain't
Fuck.
selling, then it's garbage.
What?
Because the majority don't give a fuck about it.
That has nothing to see.
Who
Y'all
gives
ain't
a fuck?
trying
Who
to get
gives a
my
fuck?
example.
Who
Y'all
gives
ain't
a
trying to get
fuck?
my.
Guess what?
Y'all ain't trying to get my example.
At the end of the day,
Y'all ain't trying to get it.
like that game, that
has nothing to do with
that
it.
company's not gonna say, "Oh,
Has nothing to do with it.
we gotta make this game because Shadowman like it."
Has,
They're gonna say, "You know
it's
what?
not about that.
You know
it
what
has
this
nothing to
Are
do
you
with
gonna
that.
let
There's
me
a
talk?
lot of things in life that don't.
Nigga, are you gonna let me talk?
Go ahead.
If a company sees that a game is not selling, you know what they're gonna say? Well, this was not successful. This was not a good game because the majority of people did not like the fucking game.
It's not about that.
They're not gonna say
it's not about that. The game. It's not about.
Nigga,
It's
why
not
do
about the
you
majority.
cut off?
Not about it.
Why
Not
you
about
always
that.
talking over everybody?
Because you was wrong in your statement. You're saying that
Can you
because
wait
the
till I
majority
finish?
didn't buy it, that
Wait till
necessarily
I
means the
finish my
game.
statement.
Man, fuck that shit, bruh.
Can you wait
You
till
ain't
I
making no
finish?
fucking. Bruh, you ain't making no sense in that statement. I'm just letting you know. No sense.
Well,
No
guess
sense.
what? It don't matter. I'm looking at it from a business standpoint because they're not
Okay.
gonna say, well, Shadowman liked the game. Let's make another one.
It's not about
Let's
that.
make us.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, though.
They're gonna say,
I
you
never
know what?
said it.
This game was not successful. It was not a good project. We're gonna move on to something that might be a little bit better. If a game ain't selling, then it's fucking garbage. Because
that doesn't mean the game sucks, bro. That doesn't mean the game
Because
sucks.
the majority of people did not.
That doesn't mean so Uncharted 4 sucks since Call of Duty outsells it. Is that your logic? Are we gonna use the sales argument?
But
So Call of Duty's better. So Call of Duty.
But the
Nah,
thing is,
fuck that. So Call of Duty is better than every single game that comes out. Facts,
Shadowman,
according to your logic. Don't want to hear it.
You're looking at the install base. You're looking at the install base.
You talking about the fucking no, Rez? You talking about the fucking success of the game? You're talking about the success of the game. You're not talking. You're not talking about the install base because majority of the fucking people that buy Call of Duty compared to Uncharted 4,
they met their quota.
Shit out of it.
They met their quota. That's the point. They met
their
standard.
But does that necessarily mean the game is bad? You're talking about the game is bad financially. That's different than the game actually being bad itself.
It's bad.
He's saying it's a failure.
Come on, man. I'm done. Y'all ain't making no fucking sense.
He's saying it's a failure. He's not saying it's necessarily bad. It's a failure.
I'm saying it's a flop. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
but
you can play it and not have.
I've already said that. I've already said if you're talking about the game being a financial flop or financial failure, that's fine. But if you're saying that to say that the game actually sucked, that's where you're wrong.
But the thing is, you're trying to compare Uncharted. Uncharted was not a financial flop. They met.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that though. I did not say that though.
But you said
just because a game sells well, so just because a game sells way more or well, that means that Black Ops or any game that sells more than it is better, according to your logic?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Hey, that's what you said.
No.
Resurrection was talking about games that sold so bad they didn't make a new one.
That's
there's plenty of games that I played that didn't even sell that well, and some of them are the best games that I've ever played.
Well, they were flops.
They were the best games I've ever played. I don't care if they're a flop or not. They were the best games I've ever played.
You're one of the few people that thought they were one of the best games because.
Well, a lot of people. Do you even know them?
Nobody gave a shit to buy the shit.
Did you know them? Did you know about them?
I don't have to know them.
Or did you just buy Call of Duty and NBA like everybody else?
No,
because you didn't know about them.
Shadowman, you just said that they did not sell financially well. So if they sell,
but that doesn't mean, dude, there's a lot of precautions as to why a game doesn't sell very well.
Lots of the masses did not give a fuck.
Dude, everybody going back in the days wanted a Neo Geo, but a lot of people could not afford it. So according to your logic, that means the Neo Geo was trash?
I'm saying that the majority of
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't, because everybody wanted the Neo Geo growing up. Like, are you crazy?
All games are the same price, though.
No, they're not. Dude, you know how much a Neo Geo game was when it came out? $250 fucking. Shut the dude. $250.
I'm talking about now, not then.
Okay then, but I'm using that as an example. So
Well,
how are you
no.
gonna tell me? No, shut up. Because how are you gonna tell me that just because something doesn't catch fire or doesn't sell, that the game is trash or the system is trash? Because
No, he
everybody
said-
growing up,
What I said.
because everybody growing up wanted the Neo Geo,
You
but
hear what
according
you
to your
wanted,
logic, the
man.
Neo Geo was fucking trash
Shadow
because
Man.
it didn't sell.
You hear
Because
what
it was
you
too
wanted.
expensive.
That's not what he said,
Whatever.
though.
I said
Whatever.
the game is a flop. I didn't say
But
that.
you're talking about it in finances. We're talking about the quality. We're talking about the. I don't care about finances. That's what fanboys worry about. They care about statistics.
I didn't say
I
that
don't
you
care.
played and not have fun. I said at the end of the day, the
I got-
majority of people did not give a fuck about the game.
Okay then, and so what? And I don't care. And I thought the game was good. The
And that's
game was
fine.
good.
That's fine,
Okay then.
but it was still a flop.
It was a flop. It could be a flop, but the game was good. How can a game be a flop if I enjoy it?
It's a flop because nobody
I
gives
enjoy it.
a fuck about it.
I enjoy it. What are you talking about? A lot of the games that I know that were so-called considered flops, a lot of the retro gaming community still talk about them.
But it
Does
couldn't.
that,
Company.
But you said the majority of them didn't get it.
well, a lot, but you got to understand the difference between a lot of things that happened back then is that Nintendo had a market share and controlling a lot of the way the retail.
Somebody asked in the
stock
chat
game.
earlier.
There's a lot of reasons, but I'm saying
Somebody asked me in the chat earlier if I was drunk. That is a positive. I am drunk.
all right, so
There's a question for you, Shadowman, in the chat. They said,
let's hear it.
did you play Geist?
Geist. Oh yes, Geist was for the GameCube, right? I think I remember. Yep. Geist. Yep. Is it for the GameCube?
Nigga, did you play it? Somebody, I don't know.
I played it. If he's I know what Geist is. It's for the GameCube because if I can't remember it exactly, but I think I remember playing a game called Geist on the GameCube. That's what I'm asking him.
I don't know.
Because yeah,
Maybe he'll respond. Chariot
all right.
Goblin.
Yeah, it was on the game. It was on the GameCube.
Okay, it is. All right, so I was right. So I did play that game growing up. But I'm gonna just say you guys can't use that as an example to knock down a game because I played games like Eternal Darkness, Splatterhouse, Shining Force.
That's the problem. You be hearing what you want to hear. I didn't say that.
It's not about that. You're judging.
Seeing that.
You are judging a game solely. Real gamers.
I'm not judging a game.
Real gamers. All right. All I'm gonna say.
I said.
All right. All I'm saying. I'm not even saying specifically. I'm saying the gaming community. We go around judging games because of the sense that they don't sell very well. When in some cases that's not even the case. Some games are actually quite good when you give them a chance. I've had one dude in my channel tell me that Guilty Gear, he was surprised that game sold so poorly on the PS4 because he thought the game was very, very good. And I'm not a big fan of it, but from a lot of people that I hear, they like the game. But to say that Guilty Gear sucks because it didn't sell, nah, I have to stop you there.
I didn't say it. Nobody said the game sucks.
You said it was financially a flop.
I said it was a flop.
The game ain't a flop if you enjoy it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Now I agree with you because Fury was a good ass fucking game, and I guarantee you nobody bought that motherfucker.
I've heard about it, but exactly.
That was a hidden jewel right there. So
exactly. All right, so I understand, guys, but I'm just saying, like, from that sense, and also too, when I say things, don't automatically think I'm directing it towards most of you guys. I'm just saying it as in general, so other people that are listening to it publicly can get where I'm coming from.
All I know is you need to put some respect on my podcast when you come.
Man, listen, I'm respecting this podcast, but you guys say foolish things
and all this stuff. You need to put some respect on my podcast.
But when you guys say foolish things, I gotta call you out on it because
nobody said nothing foolish. Ain't nobody said nothing foolish but you and her.
Y'all said a lot of foolish shit.
Yeah.
A lot of foolish shit.
Yeah,
just keeping it real.
Well, you done said a lot of foolish shit too.
Like what?
And plus, you don't play no games anyway.
I play games. You can keep believing that. You can keep believing it, but I play.
Oh shit! You play Legos, nigga. You play.
Nigga, I play a lot of games, and you play Pokemon. So what?
No motherfucking Pokemon. I ain't never played Pokemon.
My nigga, but you said you got Mario Kart, right?
Not a day in my life have I played Pokemon.
Okay. All right. So what is and you got a Nintendo 3DS, and you bought Mario Kart, right?
I got a 2-for-1. I bought Zelda, and I bought Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and I got I had one pick for free,
and I picked Mario Kart.
All right, but anyway, guys, I gotta get off. I'm gonna get off, but I'll talk to you guys later about this. But it was a nice podcast we had overall.
Hold on, wait a minute. You know what you gotta get off?
Nigga, I gotta get off. I gotta go to sleep. Just like Final Shane.
Nigga, you ain't got no job.
Nigga, yes I do.
Where you work?
Nigga, everybody accounting.
You told me that you work from home.
Nigga, from home, accounting.
You said you told me.
And nigga, and where do you work?
You told me
nigga,
months ago that you said.
Nigga, I never said I worked at home. And if you could tell Jet Big Boss, he'll tell you the same answer. But where do you work?
You said you work at home on half of the week. Remember, a few months ago you told me that.
No, dude, I work 3 days out of the week. The main reason as to why you'll see me home at times is because I'm not working out of that week.
You did say that. You said you work.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to get off. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Wait a minute. You can't just jump off.
Nigga, what?
We got to close this shit out.
All right, go ahead.
We appreciate everybody watching the motherfucking live stream. Please hit that like button on the way out. Leave a comment on this shit. Let everybody know who you think won this motherfucking debate between.
Come to my channel. Come to my YouTube channel.
The final motherfucking Shadowman.
Come to my channel. I'll make another video about it. About Shane.
Nigga, damn.
Body.
Bro, you gotta chill, bro.
But y'all ready? Cause I gotta get off. I gotta take care of business.
I appreciate everybody watching. We getting
okay. All right, take care, everybody. All right, check out my shit. All right, peace out.